So unless you've been living under a rock or actually have a life and don't fucking watch YouTube all day like I do, you will know that Tucker Carlson is in a little. We said last week he got fired, I believe, and we didn't know why. Well, turns out it's probably something to do with all the crazy texts he sends and the misogynistic shit he said. His former booker, what's her name, Abby Grossberg, is suing him because of the misogynistic shit he said. But that's not only the only one. Is that the Tucker Carl? Is that the tweet? I mean,
Yeah.
the text or whatever it is.
Yeah, can you read it?
No, I can't read that.
You want me to try and read it?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said this was a text, but like, who sends a text this long? First of all, and who sends a text with this good a punctuation?
Me.
No, you don't. I know from experience that you don't. All right, here we go. A couple weeks ago, I was watching a video of people fighting on the streets in Washington. A group of Trump guys surrounded an Antifa kid and started pounding the living shit out of him. First of all, what makes him an Antifa kid? Was he wearing an Antifa shirt?
Yeah, well, that's actually a good question.
Yeah, like it could have been anybody. It was 3 against 1 at least. Jumping a guy like that is dishonorable, obviously. It's not how white men fight. Yet
How
suddenly,
white men fight. Go ahead.
white men fight with dignity. Okay, I don't know if you know that.
Did he?
Yet, what? No, he didn't say that.
Is that the quote? What's the quote?
No.
What's the end of the quote? Go ahead.
Okay. Yet suddenly I found myself rooting for the mob against the man, hoping they'd hit him harder, kill him. I really wanted them to hurt the kid. I could taste it. Then somewhere deep in my brain, an alarm went off. This isn't good for me. I'm becoming something I don't want to be. The Antifa creep is a human being. Much as I despise what he says and does, much as I'm sure I'd hate him personally if I knew him, I shouldn't gloat over his suffering. I should be bothered by it. I should remember that somewhere somebody probably loves this kid and would be crushed if he was killed. If I don't care about those things, if I reduce people to their politics, how am I better than he is? I mean, isn't this exactly what he fucking does?
No, it is, but obviously none of that's surprising. I did find the last part, if genuine, and this is from the suit, I guess, or whatever. He did say, I mean, for him, right? Don't get it twisted. He's fucking a disgusting human being, but in his little way, his tiny little way, in the little corner of himself that's not a complete narcissistic prick. Like, maybe I shouldn't go around, promoting that kind of shit. I'm sure it lasts like all 5 seconds, but I mean, you gotta, sometimes you gotta look for the positive.
Isn't that what he says though about like the left? Like the left would want this kind of suffering. They're gonna put you in the gulag. I say that shit all the time, to the gulag.
Well, it's projection. There's always been projection. Always. No, that's bullshit. There's something more going on. Tucker has said worse. Yeah, I know. On air, there's no way those videos or messages. Well, okay. Yeah, it kind of does humanize. And what the fuck with the insights?
I felt that too. Like when I read that, I was like, why are we humanizing Tucker Carlson? Oh, he's 27.
But we're not. That wasn't. It's not like. This is only because it's part of the discovery in the trial or whatever. That's the only reason we know about it, right? So it's not.
But what's the point of releasing this?
I just told you.
Say it
because
again.
of the trial, they had to release all that as part of discovery.
No, that's not what I meant. You have to
release all the evidence.
What am I supposed to be getting from this?
I don't know. What do you... I guess my point is, it's newsworthy. The leak is newsworthy in and of itself. Whether or not it's relevant to anything or even worth any value at all is beside the point. It's whatever it's whatever way you look at it. Right.
Well, like when it first came out, I felt like Tommy. It was trying to humanize him. I was like, so is this trying to work in?
I don't know.
See,
that's what I'm saying. No. Remember, Media Matters are the ones that came out with this. Oh, wait. Which one was it? One of them, New York Times did, but the other one was Media Matters. I'm pretty sure.
Is this true? Tommy says not a part of the trial. This was leaked separately as the reason he was fired.
Was it?
Was he fired for being a damn liberal, having
emotions?
That
may be true. I thought it was part of the trial.
He's crying.
Although I don't remember. Well, it doesn't matter. The point is, I guess, is just that there wasn't really. Maybe in this particular instance, there's an effort to control the narrative, but I think overall, it's just you can make your own because there his words are. You don't need. I don't need people to tell me what it means well, I mean, unless you're a fucking Christian dumbass who needs the Bible read to you. But anyway, that's a whole different thing. I can see what he said. Now, people can interpret it in different ways, and of course, news organizations are going to spin it any way they want. But it is newsworthy, regardless of what other. I mean, it's fucking Tucker Carlson. Come on. And if you were surprised by anything he said, you're a fucking idiot. I don't know what else to tell you.
Nah.
And if you're watching the show and think that, then you are still an idiot. But you can still learn. So I have faith in you that you can learn.
Exactly. That's the theme of this episode. Dude.
No,
Learning,
but you don't let them off.
progressing.
No, you don't let them off easy.
Who says you're letting them off easy?
You have to tell them first, you're an idiot, but it's not your fault you're an idiot. Or it may be. See, if you know you're wrong, being willfully ignorant is worse.
Well, is it okay? That's like the first question when you're trying to suss someone out. It's like, are you willfully ignorant, or are you ignorant and it's not your fault? And I've said that to people before. I'm like, we tend to cancel the people who are willfully ignorant, and we don't cancel the ones who are,
Who's we?
Well, me. Okay, fuck me. God damn.
That's what we call a straw man. Thanks.
Is it?
Some vague
enemy.
Okay. Some vague enemy.
All right, Tommy with some more fucking insightful shit.
Oh Lord.
They aren't trying to humanize him. They're trying to make him look bad, but they're doing the opposite because he actually seems like someone who doesn't believe anything he says. The Fox News Tucker Carlson is a character.
Okay, yes.
Not who he is.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
What's funny is, I don't know, Tommy could have been on here saying this himself, except he was too lazy eating shrooms and whatever the fuck he was doing.
Damn, I think you are bordering the racism, Chris. Tommy, let us know.
I'm blacker than he is, whatever. I just want to see when Fucker Carlson actually fought someone himself to know how different races fight. That'd be funny.
Yeah.
I didn't call him. Did I call him lazy?
I think you did. Yeah, you've called him lazy numerous times.
Oh, no, it's not because he's black. It's because he's a drug addict.
Okay.
Trust me, dude. You watch him. He even talks like, hey, man. He's just like sitting there like, hey.
Hey, dude.
Watch him. He's just sitting there smoking the entire fucking time.
Hey, bruh.
He's the biggest stoner I've ever met. And that's 1,000% true.
Nah, I'm bigger.
Anyway, so, okay, Mike says a lot. What's that say? A lot the modern right are willfully ignorant. Their base, at least, yes. And that's the same defense that they're going to give Tucker. That's the character, not him, for years.
Hold on, I'm going to push back on this because I know a lot of people on the right who are not. My mom is not willfully ignorant.
That's not true. Yeah. Or I should say, it's been my experience. That's not true. How about that?
In my anecdotal evidence. Could be different from Mike, though. So, who are we to fucking say?
You admit it's anecdotal.
My mom don't even watch
I don't have a survey.
Yeah.
Well, he's saying at least. I mean, maybe he means at the least.
Oh, okay.
Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, because he's a drug addict. Oh.
No, he's laughing at you for calling Tommy a drug. Mike, should we get Tommy on the show? Do you want Tommy on the show?
Nick, shut the fuck up. Let's fucking put that dumbass last thing he said. I'm so anti-drug they call me CIA. Yeah, if you was the fucking guy from Breaking Bad who was hanging out with the brother of, or whatever, his
brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law was a CIA agent.
Hank Schrader. Yeah.
Or was he CIA or he was?
No,
DEA.
he was DEA.
Yes, yeah, super anti-drug. He literally grew. Well, maybe I shouldn't. Too late. He grows things sometimes. And he gives those things to people sometimes. And sometimes those things make you feel different. That's all I'm going to say. I want to see well, Tommy had his chance. This motherfucker was originally supposed to be on the show, but he was so lazy and drug addicted that he never could get his shit together. We're on the schedule, man. We're like this. We don't have time for all that.
Tommy, plug your Twitch stream.
Bill Cosby goes around and rapes women, and that's not funny. And he got released, incidentally.
Yeah, of course.
But I do think it's funny. Eddie Murphy actually just made fun of him after he heard about it, I think. But anyway, that's pretty funny because they always used to imitate him. Thank you very much. Oh, wait a minute, you're getting a little sleepy. Come here for a second. Okay, I'll stop now.
Yeah, we're rambling now.
Your career is in my hands. I changed accent. I don't know what happened there. Anyway, was it Quaaludes?
Dude, I would love to get some
outlawed.
Quaaludes.
Weren't they outlawed like in the 80s or some shit like that?
Something like
do we
that.
have something like the Tucker? Oh, we got. Do we? Oh, play the videos real quick.
Oh, the Tucker videos.
Yeah, you still got them on Media Matters or whatever the fuck.
You like that other one better, right? So I think I'm gonna play that one, the shorter one.
You don't have to play both.
Yeah,
this one's only a minute 40.
I'm not qualified on that score, I will say. But his girlfriend is kind of yummy. Just kidding, in case this is being pulled off the bird. Yeah, the bird. Hey, Media Matters for America. Go fuck yourself. That's the first thing I want to say tonight. Second thing is, totally kidding. I don't even know what his girlfriend looks like. And if I did, I would not find her yummy.
I want you to know.
You know,
Go ahead.
You want to see this too? Okay.
I can never assess my appearance. I wait for my postmenopausal fans to weigh in on that. Everyone in this company is thrilled that you're doing this. I've gotten more calls from people about it. Yeah, they really mean it from the owners on down. Yeah. It's cool. It's cool to see it. I like that. It's a good, people are nice in this company, I think. They've always been nice to me anyway.
I completely agree. Everyone's been very, very friendly and very nice, and I really appreciate it. But thank you so much for coming on. It's fantastic.
I bet that doesn't change. Of course.
Yeah. It's just great to have you on my show.
I think it's totally cool. So let's, if we're going to talk about sex, I'd love to hit some of the fine points of technique.
It's a comedian, dude.
But it's your show. It's totally up to you.
We can certainly talk about your sexual technique, especially after your tanning testicles last week.
Not mine. We'll speak in more general terms, but I've got something to add.
Whoa, what was that guy doing at the end?
No, that's the crew guy or whatever.
He was like moving.
And those are the guys that are hurt when the writers go on strike, the crew guys.
Yeah. That's me! That's me, dude.
No, you're not. That's not me. So yeah, that's pretty funny. I mean, again, it's not anything anybody doesn't already know, but
I feel like all the stuff with him and with Steven Crowder coming out lately, like, how is anyone fucking surprised about any of this? Because, like, I can imagine these guys. I've been around these type of guys before. I can imagine the shit that they say. I can imagine the shit that I used to say when I thought people weren't looking. So, like, come on, man.
Oh, I don't care about that. That part's, in fact, that actually humanizes him a little bit. Like they weren't doing that on purpose, but he just, I mean, like, he's still a dick, right? But that little last part where he said that about the sex thing, that's totally some shit I would say. Okay. Now, if you're looking for some sex position advice,
you say that shit to me all the time.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's like.
And you almost got me, mother. You almost got me. So I was like, nah, fuck that Chris guy. He's weird. I'll just do a podcast with him.
So yeah. Who gives a shit? I guess the biggest, the most depressing thing about this whole thing is people were actually legitimately surprised, right?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, of course he was this way. What the? You think he was making? You think he's sitting there and going home at night crying because he had to lie to so many people just for his money? No, this motherfucker could live. He could never work another day in his life, but his ego will not allow that. So he keeps going. He's a fucking narcissist. He's a malignant narcissist, and he's actually worse than Trump because at least he has some intelligence. He knows exactly what he's doing.
That's how I feel about DeSantis. Like,
No, he's a dumbass.
you think so? He went to fucking Princeton or some shit. Not that that means
That's
anything.
because, yeah, his family got in there. If you watch, what did I watch? Where they had a brief background of DeSantis. Shit.
I think I watched it too. Same thing. I know.
Oh, that's nice. A bug just fell on me. That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Roach Motel. Okay, so yeah, I don't remember what it was. But yeah, he was like raised in one of those communities in Palm Beach or whatever, one of those.
Oh yeah, all those people are in Palm Beach.
Yeah, they're all fucking in their legacy kids, right?
Yeah.
was
I
more
gotta agree with Mike. Go ahead.
I was more surprised that he was canned more on that he was a grifting dick. Well, that's what Tommy was saying. It's more, there's obviously, they've known about this for a while, so it was something else. This is just a convenient excuse.
Yeah, I don't tend to believe anything about his firing.
People will believe it. That's the whole fucking, that's what's so depressing about all this. Is there are people who are actually are satisfied by this conclusion to this, and actually were surprised that he was act like that in real life. Because people just don't. They're so enthralled with like the illusion of celebrity that they don't even fucking pay attention.
That's true. I tend to think of the people that I like Harrison Ford. What would I do if I found out that he like sexually molested some? Well, he kind of did sexually molest Carrie Fisher.
They all did. Well, he didn't. They molested each other. Come on.
In her book, she said something about like he saved her from being molested by a crew member, and then when they were driving home, he started making out with her in the back of the car.
That's a little. See,
and she was like 19, and I think he was married, and he was like 35.
I don't think he was that much older, was he?
I think he's
anyway,
13 years older, so maybe he was like 32.
That's true. I hadn't really looked into it. Maybe I should.
I'm a big Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher fan, so.
Oh, well, good for you. I'm sure your mother's.
Only like the good Star Wars movies. Fuck the other ones.
Well, some people would argue what are the good and what are the bad, but
The first ones, the first three.
okay. Anyway,
The 80s.
We're not getting into that.
The one from the 80s.
That's the first three.
Yeah.
Well, first anyway. We're not going to get into all that.
Yeah, Mike, I think Harrison Ford was a dog, but he could sexually molest me if he wants to. I'm totally down.
I actually have no idea. I assume they were about the same age, but I guess
no, she's like way younger.
She was
than
the
him.
same age as what's his
Mark
name?
Hamill.
Yeah,
not the same, but closer.
Around, yeah.
Yeah.
So fuck Tucker Carlson, and people are stupid and worship celebrity. Meh.
I don't know what that means.
It means meh.
Oh, for David Harbour? All right.
Well, you can't have everything in life. So yeah, fuck Tucker. I mean, no surprise. I am interested to see what'll happen with him next. It would be if he goes to the. I don't know if this will happen. I don't even want to jinx it. Okay. This is horrible. This is horrible because I am empathetic because this is something I would look forward to. Let me just go ahead and get that out of the way right now.
Okay.
If he went to the Daily Wire, that would be the most awesome thing in propaganda history ever.
I think I would subscribe to the Daily Wire. I'd have to, dude.
But because there's a couple of reasons why this might work. Well, first of all, though, the con is without... Well, there's lots of con, but... he doesn't without Fox News, he doesn't have access to that old people audience that only watch TV. These motherfuckers in their recliners and shit, you know, watching TV. You're not going to hit that audience. That's the problem. So you got to make up for it, right? How do you make up for that, right? Your best bet is to go to an online place like the Daily Wire, or because they got money coming out of their fucking ears. Come on, bro.
How? Where do they get this money from?
Fracking billionaires fund that
Oh, yeah,
shit.
that's right.
They just
That's
throw
right.
money at them, man. I mean, so
You're right. I forgot.
that would be amazing. Oh my god, it would be a challenge for him to get the same audience, though. I would say.
Yeah, because I think I said this last week. His audience is not. It's like he said, they're postmenopausal. Like they don't know how to fucking sign up for the Daily Wire and shit.
They'd have to get their kids to come do it, which they might actually. I don't know. I mean, technology has moved. Maybe they're a little younger boomers. I don't know. Maybe they can actually walk around on their own.
I don't know, man.
Or change a VCR clock. Holy shit.
And I don't think. I mean, the Daily Wire. Obviously, they pull views and numbers, but like most of the conservatives I know don't pay for their media. Like they don't pay for Fox Nation or Daily Wire.
Nobody does that.
Wasn't OAN free?
I don't remember.
Because my brother used to watch it a lot.
And actually, we didn't play the clip with Tucker complaining about how Fox Nation is a shitty platform.
No, I didn't find that one.
The way it's set up is it's a shitty platform. He's right, actually. It is a shitty platform because nobody fucking watches it, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, he's not stupid, right? He's just a fucking complete malignant narcissist like Trump is.
Yeah.
The Tucker lore would be so great if he went to the Daily Wire. The fastest crossover of the decade, and that's what the fuck I'm talking about right the fuck there. I saw two things today. Valuetainment had offered Tucker $100 million to join the platform. What the fuck was this?
Oh, those are those guys in Miami, right? The dumbass dudes that had Sam Cedar on?
Oh, I want to tell Tommy they have bots. Go see how many views they actually get on those videos.
Yeah. What on?
And
like,
even
YouTube?
even RM has brought this up. He's like, he gets more views on one of his videos than those fuckers do. So
Yeah.
draw your own conclusions from that one. I don't. Just because you have subscribers doesn't. The views are what's important. I mean. You know.
Yeah.
So anyway,
I'm looking at them.
that would be so funny. I would have to offset it with something. I'd have to like go work at a soup kitchen just to get rid of the guilt. Something. That's horrible. Give me your
Is that
money.
what I gotta do to like get rid of
If
all
you-
my guilt
you
for saying
might.
the N word?
I don't know, man. Well, no, that.
Tommy, I gotta
No.
go pick some cotton or something.
Oh wow, that's not racist.
Okay. I'm sorry.
That's not, I mean, getting whipped would be much more racist. I think.
Okay, Tommy. Next time we're hanging out, you can whip me live on the show.
Oh, now wait a minute.
We'll do a Steven Crowder knee on
It
the
ain't that
neck.
kind of party, man. It ain't that kind of party. That's
Shit.
not. We don't do this here unless we have like a Patreon, and then maybe it happens.
All right, we gotta wrap this up because I gotta go back to my job.
All right. I mean, they have a lot of subs to their private content, Mug Club, etc. Well, that's Steven Crowder, though. That's not really.